My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the MBA second semester subject Marketing Research as prescribed by JNTUH and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 2 first important short question is: define marketing research design. Marketing research design is a clear plan or blueprint that guides how marketing research will be carried out. It explains what information is needed, how to collect it, and how to analyze it to solve a marketing problem. Think of it like a roadmap that ensures the research is done in a proper and organized way. There are three main types of research designs. 1. Exploratory research, used when you don't know much about a problem, helps in getting basic insights. 2. Descriptive research, describes facts, like customer preferences or market size. 3. Causal research, studies cause and effect, like testing if an ad campaign increases sales. Example, a company wants to know why sales are dropping. The research design will decide if they should survey customers, check competitor prices, or test a new strategy. A proper design saves time, money, and effort and ensures reliable results, making it easy for businesses to take the right decisions. Next important short question is: 2. What is a marketing research problem? A marketing research problem is the main question or issue a company wants to solve using research. It focuses on finding the right information needed to make better marketing decisions. In simple words, it is the gap between what a company knows and what it needs to know about its market, customers, or products. The research problem guides the entire study. It tells researchers what data to collect, how to collect it, and why it's needed. If the problem is not defined clearly, the whole research can go wrong. Example: a mobile company sees a drop in sales but doesn't know why. The research problem could be: find out why customers are not buying our phones and what features they want. By defining the problem clearly, the company can focus its research, save time, and get actionable answers. So, a marketing research problem is like setting the destination before starting a journey, ensuring the research stays on track. Next important short question is: 3. What is a marketing research proposal? A marketing research proposal is a plan or blueprint that explains how a marketing research project will be done. It is like a roadmap that tells what problem will be studied, what information is needed, how the data will be collected, how much time it will take, and the cost involved. In simple words, it's a written plan prepared before starting the actual research to make sure everyone agrees on what will be done. It helps companies avoid confusion and ensures that the research stays focused and useful. Example, a clothing brand wants to know what styles young people prefer. The research proposal will mention: the research problem, identify fashion trends among youth. Methods, online surveys and focus groups. Time, 4 weeks. Budget, 50,000 rupees. A clear proposal saves time, avoids mistakes, and makes sure the company and researchers are on the same page. It's like a recipe before cooking a dish. You plan first, then act. Next Unit 2. Long questions. First important long question is: the process of defining the problem. The process of defining the problem in marketing research is the first and most important step. If you clearly understand the problem, the research will be useful. If not, all your efforts may go to waste. It is like a doctor identifying the right illness before giving medicine. You must know exactly what is wrong before finding solutions. This process involves several simple steps. 1. Understand the business situation. The researcher studies the company, its products, customers, competitors, and current challenges. Example, a smartphone company's sales are falling. The researcher first checks market trends, competitors' offers, and customer preferences. 2. Talk to decision makers. The researcher speaks with managers or owners to know their concerns and what decisions they need help with. Example, the manager says, "We don't know why customers are not buying our new model." 3. Identify the research objectives. Next, they decide what exactly needs to be studied. Example, the goal could be to find why customers prefer competitors' smartphones. 4. Break down the problem. The main problem is divided into smaller questions. Example, are customers unhappy with the price? Do they prefer better features elsewhere? Is the advertising not effective? 5. Set clear research questions. Finally, specific research questions are framed to guide the study. Example, what features do customers look for in a smartphone? How much are they willing to pay? Why this step is important? Defining the problem clearly helps the company save time, money, and effort. If you don't know the real issue, your research may focus on the wrong areas. Simple way to remember. Think of this step like fixing a leaking pipe. First, you find where and why it's leaking, then you decide how to repair it. Similarly, identifying the exact marketing problem ensures the research is accurate and useful. Next important long question is: to explain the process of developing an approach to a marketing research problem. Process of developing an approach to a marketing research problem. Once a marketing research problem is clearly defined, the next step is to develop an approach. This means planning how you will study the problem and what kind of information you need. It is like making a map before starting a journey. You know where to go and the best route to take. This process has a few simple steps. 1. Understand the background. The researcher studies the industry, company, products, customers, and competitors in detail. Example, if a clothing brand wants to know why sales are low, the researcher first studies fashion trends, customer preferences, and competitor pricing. 2. Do literature review. The researcher reads past reports, studies, and market surveys to gain insights and avoid repeating old mistakes. Example, reading old customer surveys can show what customers liked or disliked about the brand. 3. Build theoretical framework. Here, the researcher decides what factors may be affecting the problem. Example, sales might be low because of high prices, poor advertising, or outdated designs. 4. Develop analytical models. Researchers create simple models or diagrams to connect factors affecting the issue. Example, a model may show the link between advertising spending and customer interest. 5. Set research questions and hypotheses. The researcher frames clear questions to answer and creates hypotheses, predictions to test. Example, question, does social media advertising increase brand awareness? Hypothesis, more social media ads lead to more brand awareness. 6. Identify information needed. Finally, the researcher lists exact data to collect. Example, customer age groups, favorite clothing styles, and spending habits. Why it's important. A well-developed approach makes research clear, focused, and cost-effective. Without this step, research may go in the wrong direction. Easy to remember. Think of this step as planning a cricket strategy. Before playing, you study the pitch, players and opponents' strengths to plan a winning approach. Similarly, researchers plan their data collection strategy carefully. Next important long question is 3. Explain the steps involved in defining a marketing research problem. Steps involved in defining a marketing research problem. Defining a marketing research problem is the first and most important step in research. If the problem is not clear, the entire research will go in the wrong direction. It's like going on a journey without knowing your destination. Here are the steps explained in simple words. 1. Understand the background of the problem. The researcher studies the business situation, industry trends, customers, and competitors. Example, if a restaurant is losing customers, the researcher checks customer feedback, location issues, and competitor offers. 2. Talk to decision makers and experts. Meet managers, marketing heads, or industry experts to get clarity on their concerns and objectives. Example, the manager might say, sales are down because young customers don't visit anymore. 3. Interview customers and collect secondary data. Talk to customers and look at past reports, sales records, or surveys to understand their behavior. Example, old data may show that most customers now prefer online food delivery. 4. Identify key variables and factors. List out the main causes of the problem. Example, low sales may be due to pricing, poor service, or lack of advertising. 5. Frame the problem statement. Write a clear, simple statement of the research problem. Example, to find why sales are falling among young customers and suggest strategies to attract them. 6. Set research objectives. Finally, define what the research will achieve. Example, objectives can include identifying new marketing strategies or improving the menu to attract youth. Why it's important? If you define the problem correctly, half the research is already done. It saves time, money, and effort. Easy tip to remember. Think of this as a doctor diagnosing a patient first. They ask questions, check reports, and then decide the treatment. Similarly, researchers define the problem carefully before finding solutions. Next important long question is 4. Explain in detail exploratory, descriptive, and causal research designs with suitable examples. Exploratory, descriptive, and causal research designs. Marketing research uses different designs to collect and study data. The three main designs are exploratory, descriptive, and causal research. Each has a different purpose. 1. Exploratory research design. This is used when the problem is not clear and we need to explore ideas. It is flexible and open-ended. Purpose: to get basic insights and understand the situation better. Methods: focus groups, in-depth interviews, expert opinions, and secondary data, books, reports. Example: a company launching a new energy drink wants to understand what young people prefer. They talk to students and gymgoers to gather ideas. Tip: think of this as brainstorming, you are just exploring. 2. Descriptive research design. This is used to describe a market or audience in detail. The problem is already defined and researchers want accurate data. Purpose: to answer who, what, when, where, and how questions. Methods: surveys, observation, and data analysis. Example: a smartphone brand wants to know how many customers buy phones online and their age groups. They conduct an online survey to collect facts. Tip: think of this as a photo capturing the current situation clearly. 3. Causal research design. This is used to find cause and effect relationships. It shows how one factor affects another. Purpose: to test if changing one thing, like price, changes customer behavior. Methods: experiments, test marketing. Example: a bakery wants to know if reducing prices by 10% increases sales. They test this in one store and compare results. Tip: think of this as a science experiment. You test and prove a cause. Summary: exploratory is equal to explore ideas, brainstorming. Descriptive is equal to describe facts, photo of market. Causal is equal to test cause-effect, experiment. These research designs help businesses move step by step. First, explore ideas, then describe the market, and finally test strategies. Next important long question is: 5. Describe the components of a good marketing research proposal. Components of a good marketing research proposal. A marketing research proposal, MRP, is a blueprint or plan that explains what research will be done, why it's needed, how it will be done, and what results are expected. It helps a company understand the research process before spending time or money. Let's look at its key components. 1. Title and introduction. The title should clearly explain the research topic. The introduction gives a brief background of the problem and why the research is needed. Example: a study on online shopping habits of college students in Hyderabad. 2. Statement of the problem. This defines what exact problem is being solved. Example: why are online sales decreasing even when ad spending has increased? 3. Research objectives. Clear goals of the study, what we want to achieve. Example: to find out students' favorite e-commerce platforms and reasons for choosing them. 4. Research design and methodology. Explains how the study will be conducted. Research design: exploratory, descriptive, causal. Sampling method: who will be surveyed. Tools: questionnaires, interviews, observation. Example: surveying 200 college students in Hyderabad. 5. Data collection plan. How and where data will be collected: online, in person, through apps. 6. Time and budget. Explains how much time and money is needed. 7. Expected outcomes. What kind of results the research aims to deliver. Example: understanding why Gen Z prefers certain apps for shopping. 8. Limitations. Highlights possible challenges like limited sample size or time constraints. Summary trick, tip or DTL. Title and intro. Problem statement. Objectives. Research design. Data plan. Time and budget. Expected results. Limitations. This step-by-step structure makes a research proposal clear, professional, and easy to approve.